Mm, 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 mm. She fell in love with the love. Rasta, everything. Yeah, yeah. Oh. Okay, I'm back in action. Now I know for like the first. My studio light is now. Anyways, that's my studio light, by the way. Anyways, she fell in love with the Rasta, everything again. Now I know you guys are wondering. I know you guys are wondering, Peter, what are you doing? Why are you displaying some act of madness? Okay, I'm going to tell you guys why. It's because I'm pretty hyped up. I am hyped up, and there's nothing you can do to stop me. I am a victor. Okay, what's good, guys? I know it looks like a black motherfucker, but I'm not black. It's camera. I am brown. Ish. Anyways, we are not here to talk about color. We are here to talk about break of structure. You're feeling my rhymes. You're feeling my rhymes, huh? Okay, let's get into break of structure part two. Okay, so after like some time, we should be able to be able. We should be able to like start taking trades after some time. Okay, so we should be able to see what we can do with this strategy, the simple strategy. Anyways, I said anyways like three times now. Okay, so now let's get into it. So the breakup structure. I told you guys previously or before that breakup structure, how is it formed? Three candlestick pattern. You have the high or the low, okay, and then you have a side guy by the side, or like a side man by the side that wants to like cheat on them or all of it. You guys understand? So there is a high, alright, a move up and a move down. That's already two candlesticks, right? And then we see a side guy for the high that takes out the high, okay, a full candle close, alright, that takes out that high, alright, that is a break of structure to the upside, alright. Now for the downside is the opposite, but it's the same thing. It's just that you are using lows. Okay, so we have a low. Okay, a move down and a move up. Okay, that's already two candlesticks. Remaining one, the side guy. So a guy closes below, which is going to be obviously a red candle. Closes below the low. All right. So it's a full candle body. Okay, the body of the candlestick. Alright, closes below that low. Alright, so that is your breakup structure. Now, today we are going to be looking at practical examples of how we can apply it to the chart. Alright, so let's jump right into it without any further ado. Okay, so but I do. Alright, so now let's look at it. Okay, so now look at this. What's this? Liquidity sweep. Okay, and what do we see here? A break of structure. Alright, move up and a move down. Alright, this candle closes above it. Can you see that the body of the candle? I did not see that this one is the break of structure. Why? Because this is the wick. It's the wick that pushed above it. No, that's not our break of structure. So our break of structure is the most recent high and the most recent low. Alright, and then we have a full body candle that closes above that high or that low. Okay, so hopefully you can understand that. So anytime we're putting the pieces together gradually. Okay, now let's look at this. We have liquidity here that goes swamped, move up, move down. This goes swamp. Alright, where's our break of structure? The most recent low, because I'm looking for most of the downside. So this was a low, right? But then another low got formed here. And then there was a break of there was a candle that closed below it, below that low that was recently formed. Alright, can you see how it works now? So this is our break of structure. Alright, let's look at some more examples. Hopefully you guys are understanding. Okay, now let's look at this mini move. Although this is not like a really good trade to take, but like you guys just watch. Normally this will be our liquidity sweep, right? Alright, this is just a retrace, but watch this. Now the most recent the most recent what's it called? The most recent low that I'm looking for after the liquidity sweep, alright, will be this guy. Okay. This, can you see? It closed right below it. Okay, the candle closes right below this low. Alright, do you understand? Okay, so now I'm sure you guys are wondering why didn't we pick this one, because the liquidity sweep has been formed here. Okay, so after the liquidity sweep, alright, we're starting to add things up now. So after the liquidity sweep, then we have a break of structure. Okay, so that's how we do it. You understand? Okay, now let's look at some other examples that we can see. Okay, so let's look at this. Then we have, what do we have here? Liquidity sweep of the highs. You can take this one, right? Move up and move down. That's the liquidity sweep, and then we have the break of structure, the most recent low that got swept below. Oh, sorry, I said swept. That got closed. That the candle closes below the low, all right, and then price falls. Okay, let's look for more examples so that we can understand this shit. Okay, now look at this. Alright, so we see the market is like ranging at this particular point. Okay, market is literally like ranging, prices going up, down, up, down. Okay, so there is a point. Alright, so before this starts to play out, okay, let's look at this. We see, what do we see here? There is this liquidity sweep. Okay, this is a liquidity sweep, move down and move up, and then this liquidity got swept, and then what happened? Boom! There was a break of structure. Right, this candle closes above this most recent high that got formed. Alright, it pushes out like, and if we want to even continue, like it literally pushes out, okay, of this other block. We'll get into that also. Pushes out of this other block, comes back in, fills in the other block, and starts to rally upwards. Can you see how this one works now? Like, can you see how it works? Okay, so this is how markets move. This is like the movement of the market. Now look at this. Liquidity sweep. Okay, this is the liquidity sweep. Where's our break of structure? Move up and then move down. Move up and then move down. Okay, and we are looking for a candle that closes above it. If you tell me that it's the wick, you are not looking for a wick. Yeah, the side guy has to be a full body. That's the, you guys make me, don't make me say what I want to say, but it has to be, it has to be strong. Okay, it has to be a strong candle. So that's why we need a full body close. Okay, move up and then move down. Take the highest point of the close, and that's the high, and then this candle closes above that. Do you see how this works? Okay, let's look for more examples. Watch this. What's this? Liquidity sweep of relatively equal lows. This is equal highs. Move up, move down, move up, move down. Alright. And then we got a magnificently beautiful, gorgeous sweep of liquidity right here. What do we see after that? Boom, break of structure, darling. Like, this is a break of structure. Okay, move down and move up. A full candle that closes below it. Can you see how that works? Another example, okay, so that you guys can fully understand this shit. Sweep of the liquidity, and then what happens? We see a break of structure, move down, move up, the candle that closes below it. Can you see that we did not pick this candle? Okay, so get it in your head because the candle was not a full body, it was a wick that closed or that left this trail above the or below the low. Okay, so we are looking for a full candle that closes below it, and what happens? Price capitulates, goes down. Okay, now let's look for one more example. What's this? Liquidity sweep, alright, of the highs. This high got pushed above this high. What happened? We're looking for the most recent looking for the most recent low, alright, because we're seeking market to go down, alright. So we're looking for the most recent low. And what is the most recent low? Is it this one or this one? If you say this one, I'm going to tell you boss. It's like what happened to this guy? The market moves this way, like it moves like this, or like it moves like how would I put it? I think am I correct? So I then go and because I know that this thing is like inverted, so it's going from left to right. Let me just put it that way, okay? So you guys don't get confused. It's going from left to right. I don't know how I'm making it on the screen, but it's going from left to right. Look at the market move. So why will you tell me that this is the most recent low when this one has been formed after this? So I'm picking this guy, okay? And then what happens? A full candle close below it. So this is our low. Cool, comprending. Okay, let's do one last example. I'm continue. Okay, so what's this? We see liquidity sweep, alright, of lows. So I'm sticking to go high. So I'm looking for a bit of future to the what? Upside. What's the most recent high that got formed? If you see this high, you are a bit. If you see this high, you congratulations, you fucking won the lottery. Okay, so this is it. Alright, so that's how this thing works. Alright, so hopefully you guys understand it. Hopefully you guys can see how break structure is being formed. In part 3, we're going to look at the next one. Alright, so I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.